Hello, I'm Dr. Ali. Welcome back. For those of you who are joining us for the first time, please subscribe to continue being part of this healing community where we share knowledge and research that we need to heal and sustain good health. I'm a functional physician, and my goal is to provide education and guidance to our patients, their families, as well as our community on how to achieve optimal health and wellness. Everyone has the ability to achieve optimal health by making simple, sustainable changes to our lifestyle. We can prevent and even reverse chronic disease. So let's get started. Today, we are going to be talking about an illness which is something that a lot of us may not be aware of. It's called breast implant illness. And we will talk about how we can overcome this illness for those who are facing this problem. So, we are going to start off by defining what is breast implant illness. Breast implant illness refers to a range of symptoms and illnesses that are reported by women who have had breast implants. These symptoms typically include fatigue, cognitive issues like memory loss, and difficulty concentrating. It also includes symptoms like muscle and joint pain, hair loss, dry eyes, and other symptoms associated with autoimmune and connective tissue diseases. So, if we look at the symptoms that individuals with this particular illness experience, we know that the symptoms can vary from person to person, and they often overlap with symptoms of other medical conditions, which is one of the reasons why breast implant illness is very challenging to diagnose. So, as we said before, that fatigue is one of the most common symptoms and can be quite debilitating for some women. So, these women feel tired and exhausted all the time. These women may also have cognitive issues such as memory loss, difficulty concentrating, and brain fog. Brain fog is simply a feeling of being spaced out or not being able to think clearly. These women also experience musculoskeletal symptoms such as joint pain, muscle pain, weakness. They also can have skin issues such as rashes, as well as changes in the appearance of the skin. Hair loss is another symptom. In addition to that, they may also have vision issues. Unfortunately, a lot of these symptoms overlap with symptoms of autoimmune diseases, such as inflammation, pain, etc. So, how do we diagnose this illness? So, basically, as we have said before, that it is a very challenging diagnosis because there are a lot of different organ systems involved, and different women may have different set of symptoms. And there is no specific test to diagnose it. And so, basically, one of the most important ways that we use to diagnose this problem is history. So we start out by taking a thorough medical history, including the timing of breast implant surgery and the onset of symptoms, and how did the symptoms change over the course of time. So it is very important to make sure that because there is a lot of overlap between this illness and autoimmunity, that all the other potential medical conditions that can cause these symptoms are ruled out. So we may want to check for autoimmune diseases, possibly chronic infections such as mono or hormonal imbalances, as well as other conditions such as fibromyalgia. It is also important to do a physical exam in this situation, as well as do imaging studies and neurological testing to make sure that there isn't any other illness which explains these symptoms. One of the most important factor which helps the diagnosis of this illness is the timing. if we have ruled out other causes and we see that the symptoms basically started after the breast implant surgery and continued, then we know that most likely this is breast implants illness. Um, so the question is, once we know that this is breast implant illness, what are we supposed to do? So there are 4 steps that I will be talking about that are crucial in this situation. The first step is implant removal. So basically, implant removal is a surgical procedure to remove the breast implants. And so we know that if the issue is the implant, then it is very important that the implant be removed. And so there are many reasons why the implant can possibly, cause the illness. And so the procedure of removal of the implant, is usually done under general anesthesia. And in some cases, there might also be a breast lift done at the same time. So once the implant is removed, then the second and very important step is reduction of inflammation, because one of the possible reasons why these implants can be a source of the problem is because of the inflammation that was initiated by the implant. And so reduction of inflammation can be achieved through changing in the diet, the lifestyle, making sure that we are addressing any sleep issues that are there, as well as choosing the right type of supplements to address any possible nutritional deficiencies that may be making it difficult for the inflammation to resolve. The second very important area here, actually the third very important area here, is gut repair. So we know that the gut plays a very important role in the inflammation of the immune system, and we know that a lot of the symptoms between breast implant illness and autoimmunity are similar, and one of the possibilities is that the implant may have triggered an autoimmune response. And we know one of the most important characteristic of an autoimmune disease is leaky gut. And hence, it's extremely important that the gut be repaired to allow the immune system to calm down. We know that the gut microbiota, or the gut bacteria, which is the trillions of microbes that live in our intestine, have a huge role to play, not in the digestion process, but also in the immune system. And alterations in the bacteria can cause systemic inflammation. And so, not only by addressing the gut, we are going to be looking at healing the leaky gut, but we are also looking into reducing the inflammation. The last and very important area is detoxification. So we know one of the possible reasons why this illness happens could be because of toxins introduced by leakage of the implant. And hence detoxification plays a very important role in this illness. And the detoxification can happen through changing the diet, hydration, exercise. But very importantly, we offer infrared hypothermic therapy in our office, which is helpful, intravenous nutrient therapy, which is also very helpful for detoxification, as well as finding out exactly what toxins the woman has been exposed to, so then specific detox protocols can be initiated to kind of help reduce the toxins that may actually be inside the body. So, a functional medicine approach to breast illness or breast implant illness basically involves trying to understand what were some of the mechanisms through which the implant has led to inflammation. So, basically, of course, there is a detailed medical history, physical examination when needed, but more importantly, looking at the presence of toxins, looking at inflammation, and looking at potential nutritional deficiencies, and applying methods which are natural, evidence based, and non-toxic, that are customized to the patient to address the potential abnormalities that have resulted from the breast implant. We thank you for being with us and we look forward to connecting next week.